I did, yeah. I'd been carrying it around with me in my rucksack for about 3 weeks before that, and I literally would not let it go. Everywhere I went, I was keeping hold of it because I knew this thing, if it disappeared, I'd be in a lot of trouble. And yeah, because I planned it, it went fine. As you know, you'll hear a lot of horror stories about proposing and things going horribly wrong. It went really, really well, and yeah, I was really pleased that she said yes.
In a stunning turn of events, the royal family has just dropped a bombshell. Prince William and Princess Catherine are leaving the grandeur of tradition behind, choosing a future that will shock the world. Their new home isn't a palace nor a grand estate. It's something far more personal, more private, and incredibly significant.
Well, I think as any mother would be, she was absolutely over the moon. And actually we had quite an awkward situation because I knew that William had asked my father, but I didn't know if my mother knew. So I came back from Scotland and my mother made it didn't make it clear to me whether she knew or not. So both of us were there sort of looking at each other and feeling quite awkward about it. But it was amazing to tell her, and obviously she was very happy for us.
What does this bold move mean for their family, the monarchy, and the future of royal life? The news of Prince William and Princess Catherine's move to Forest Lodge has shaken the royal world, and the buzz surrounding it is unlike any other royal residence change in recent years. Kensington Palace recently made an announcement that has left both royal watchers and insiders scrambling for answers. The announcement? The couple will be leaving their relatively recent home, Adelaide Cottage, to settle in Forest Lodge. This isn't just another move for the royal couple. It's a statement, one that signals a shift in how they approach their royal duties, their family life, and perhaps most significantly, the future of the monarchy. Up until now, the Prince and Princess of Wales have lived in Adelaide Cottage for a few years, a charming yet modest home on the Windsor estate. This change, however, represents much more than just a change of address. For some time now, speculation had been swirling about where the family would go next. Would they remain in Windsor, or would they return to London? The answer wasn't what many expected. Kensington Palace confirmed that they were not moving to Fort Belvedere, a historically significant and grand property that seemed like a natural choice for a growing royal family. Instead, the family chose a much quieter residence, Forest Lodge. At first glance, this news may not seem like a huge shift, but when you dive deeper, you begin to see the bigger picture. Kensington Palace and Windsor Castle have been the traditional residences for royals, especially those of high rank like William and Catherine. Buckingham Palace, in particular, has long been the symbol of royal power, and Windsor Castle has stood as a fortress of history. For generations, these homes have been the center of royal life, serving as both working palaces and places of personal retreat. In contrast, Forest Lodge is a far more private and less ostentatious property, tucked away within the Windsor estate. To many, this is surprising, but as we'll see, this move isn't about turning away from tradition. It's about rethinking what it means to be a modern royal family. One of the most striking aspects of this move is the fact that William and Catherine are funding all the renovations to Forest Lodge themselves. This is a dramatic departure from the past, where royal homes have often been renovated at public expense. By opting to pay for the renovations out of their own pockets, the couple is making a clear statement about their values and priorities. They are choosing to lead in a way that is transparent, responsible, and doesn't rely on public money. This decision has resonated with many, particularly those who are critical of royal spending, as it shows that William and Catherine are willing to take on financial responsibility for their home rather than burdening taxpayers. But their choices don't stop there. Another surprising element of the move is their decision to live without live-in staff. For centuries, members of the royal family have been surrounded by a staff that ensures the smooth running of their daily lives. From butlers and nannies to chefs and aides, royal homes have traditionally been filled with people whose sole job is to take care of every detail, big and small. But William and Catherine have decided against this arrangement. They want to live more privately and independently, and they are prioritizing their family over the trappings of royal life. This is a significant shift in the way royals have lived, and it speaks to their desire for normalcy. They want their children to grow up in a home that feels like a real family environment, not a stage for public appearances. Their decision to remove live-in staff is not about rejecting royal duties, but about reshaping their approach to family life. So why is all of this important? What does it mean for the future of the monarchy? For many royal watchers, the move represents a symbolic break from the traditional royal lifestyle. William and Catherine are showing that they are willing to make difficult decisions that prioritize their family and their values. They're not just following in the footsteps of previous generations, they're paving their own way, and in doing so, they are redefining what it means to be a royal family in the 21st century. As we continue to explore the significance of the Prince and Princess of Wales's decision to move to Forest Lodge, it becomes clear that this is not just about a new home. It's about making a statement that resonates with the core values they hold dear. Prince William and Princess Catherine's decision to step away from the more traditional grand royal residences and instead choose a quieter, more private home on the Windsor estate is a shift that reflects their growing desire for a life that prioritizes family over public duty and privacy over pageantry. When the announcement came that they would not be moving to Fort Belvedere, as many had speculated, it was met with a mix of surprise and curiosity. Fort Belvedere, a residence with deep royal ties, seemed like a logical choice. The Grand Estate has long been associated with royal life, having once been home to King Edward VII. It's an estate steeped in history, one that appeared to offer both the space and the symbolic power that comes with a royal residence. So, when it was revealed that William and Catherine had instead opted for Forest Lodge, a much smaller and less ostentatious property, many wondered why. Why choose a quieter, more modest home? Why not take advantage of the grand historic properties at their disposal? The answer lies not in the desire to reject tradition, but in the couple's desire to reshape what it means to live as royals in the modern age. Kensington Palace, Buckingham Palace, and even Windsor Castle have long represented the peak of royal life. These residences are symbols of monarchy, steeped in tradition, ceremony, and grandeur. But for William and Catherine, these symbols no longer hold the same appeal. They are choosing a different path, one that reflects their evolving role as modern royals and their desire to forge a life that feels more in line with their personal values. One of the most striking aspects of this shift is the decision to fund all renovations at Forest Lodge themselves, without relying on taxpayer money. In the past, royal residences have often been funded by the public purse, with large sums of money used to refurbish and maintain these homes. But in a world where public scrutiny of royal spending is at an all-time high, William and Catherine's choice to fund the renovations privately is a significant departure from tradition. It's not just a financial decision, it's a political one as well. By paying for the renovations themselves, they are sending a clear message to the public. They are not just heirs to the throne, they are responsible stewards of the royal family's image and finances. They want to be transparent, accountable, and independent from the taxpayer-funded system that has traditionally supported the royal family's lifestyle. This decision also aligns with the couple's broader approach to royal life. For years, there has been a growing public desire for a more relatable, grounded monarchy. People want to see the royal family as approachable, as a reflection of the values they hold dear in their own lives. William and Catherine seem to be embracing this shift, choosing a life that reflects the values of authenticity, transparency, and personal responsibility. By funding their own renovations, they are reinforcing the idea that royal life should not be a drain on the public purse. Instead, it should be about leadership that is both responsible and in tune with the needs of the people. But it's not just the financial aspect that makes this decision so significant. The couple's choice to live without live-in staff is equally telling. For centuries, the royal family has been surrounded by a large team of staff members, from butlers and nannies to chefs and aides, all of whom played a crucial role in the smooth running of royal life. These staff members helped manage the public and private lives of royals, ensuring that everything ran like clockwork. But William and Catherine are choosing a different way. They want to live more independently, without the constant presence of live-in staff. They want their home to feel like a real family home, not just a royal residence designed for public appearances. This decision marks a significant departure from past royal practices. The live-in staff has long been a hallmark of royal life, helping to maintain the grandeur and formalities that come with being a royal. But William and Catherine are choosing to reject that. They want their home to be a place where they can truly be themselves, away from the public eye. They want their children to grow up in an environment that is private, normal, and grounded in family life rather than public spectacle. This is about making a conscious decision to prioritize their family's well-being over the traditional trappings of royalty. And in doing so, they are redefining what it means to be a royal family in the modern world. This desire for privacy is something that has been echoed by insiders who know the couple well. For years, William and Catherine have faced intense scrutiny from the media and the public. From their early days as a couple to their time as parents, their every move has been watched and analyzed. But in recent years, they've grown increasingly tired of the constant attention and the pressure that comes with it. By choosing to live in Forest Lodge, they are taking back control of their lives, choosing a lifestyle that is less public and more focused on their family. For William and Catherine, it's clear that family life is their top priority. They want to create a home where their children can grow up in peace, away from the harsh glare of the media spotlight. The move to Forest Lodge is not just about finding a new place to live, it's about creating a new environment for their family to thrive in. And in doing so, they are showing that they are not afraid to break away from royal tradition in order to live in a way that feels true to who they are. The emotional weight of this decision cannot be overstated. Behind the polished public appearances and the official statements lies a family that has endured significant personal loss. Prince William has experienced the heartache of losing his mother, Princess Diana, and later, the passing of his grandfather, Prince Philip, and his beloved grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. Catherine, too, has faced her own personal struggles, from health challenges to the relentless media scrutiny that has followed her throughout her life. These challenges have undoubtedly shaped the couple's outlook on life, and it's clear that they are now more determined than ever to protect their family from the pressures that have defined royal life for so long. Forest Lodge, in many ways, represents a sanctuary for the family. It's a place where they can leave behind the weight of the past and focus on the future. It's a fresh start, a place where they can create new memories without the constant reminder of royal history and tradition. For insiders, the move to Forest Lodge represents more than just a change of residence. It's a chance for the family to heal, grow, and redefine what it means to be royal in a way that reflects their own values and priorities. This shift is not just a personal one. It has broader implications for the monarchy as a whole. The move to Forest Lodge signals a new era for the royal family, one where the emphasis is on family, privacy, and authenticity. William and Catherine are not rejecting their royal duties, but they are choosing to approach them in a way that feels more personal and grounded. By choosing to live in Forest Lodge, they are sending a message that the monarchy must evolve in order to stay relevant in a changing world. This is not just a change of residence, it's a step toward a more modern, relatable monarchy, one that is in touch with the needs and values of the people. As we look ahead, it will be fascinating to see how this shift plays out. Will the royal family continue to embrace this new way of living? Will they find a balance between their royal duties and their desire for privacy? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The decision to move to Forest Lodge is more than just about a house. It's a reflection of the couple's values, their vision for the future of the monarchy, and their determination to put family first. Behind the headlines and the public statements about the Prince and Princess of Wales's move to Forest Lodge, there is an emotional undercurrent that adds depth to their decision. For years, this royal couple has been in the public eye, with every part of their lives examined and scrutinized. From their early days as a young couple to their journey through parenthood, their lives have been under the microscope, with every action and decision being analyzed and discussed by the media. But beyond the carefully crafted public image, there is a deeper, more personal story to their move, a story of family, loss, and the quest for peace and privacy. The last few years have been particularly difficult for William and Catherine. Their lives have been marked by significant personal losses, and this, in many ways, has shaped their decision to move to Forest Lodge. Prince William has faced the heartache of losing his mother, Princess Diana, at a young age, and later, the death of his grandfather, Prince Philip. These losses, both of which came at critical moments in his life, have deeply affected him and his perspective on family. The loss of his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, in 2022, was another profound moment for the family, and the weight of these events has surely had an impact on their desire for privacy and a quieter family life. For Catherine, the emotional journey has also been challenging. As a member of the royal family, she has faced not only personal struggles such as health issues and the pressures of being a new mother, but also the relentless media scrutiny that comes with her position. The constant attention, from every outfit to every public appearance, has placed immense pressure on her, and that has undoubtedly played a role in the couple's decision to step back from the more traditional, high-profile royal lifestyle. The decision to move to Forest Lodge represents a conscious choice to put their family first, to prioritize their children's well-being over the demands of royal duty, and to seek a sanctuary away from the media frenzy. This desire for a more private, peaceful life has become even more important as their family has grown. Prince George, who was born in 2013, is now a young boy on the cusp of adolescence. His younger siblings, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, are also growing quickly. With each passing year, the pressures of royal life become more intense, and the couple has become increasingly aware of the toll that constant media attention can take on their children. The move to Forest Lodge is, in many ways, an attempt to shield them from the spotlight. It is a place where the children can grow up without the constant pressure of being in the public eye. In this secluded location, away from the prying eyes of photographers and reporters, they will have the opportunity to enjoy a more normal childhood, one that many of their peers take for granted. In many ways, Forest Lodge offers them the chance to reclaim a sense of normalcy that has often been out of reach for royal families. For all the grandeur and history associated with royal residences like Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle, these homes are also symbols of a life that is constantly in the public eye. The couple's decision to leave behind these iconic royal properties in favor of a more modest, private home reflects their desire to reshape their family's life in a way that is more in line with their personal values. It is a move that places family at the center of their lives, above the expectations and pressures that come with being public figures. For William and Catherine, this move is more than just a change of scenery. It is about emotional healing. The years following the deaths of his grandfather, Prince Philip, and his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, have been marked by a period of transition for the royal family. These losses have left a void, both personally and institutionally, and the family is still finding its way in the wake of such profound changes. The loss of these two towering figures in royal history has left William with a greater sense of responsibility as he moves closer to the throne. But beyond that, it has given him a new understanding of the importance of family, and that understanding is reflected in the move to Forest Lodge. For many royal insiders, Forest Lodge represents more than just a house. It symbolizes a fresh start, a place where the family can leave behind the shadows of grief and begin to build new memories. It's a sanctuary, a place defined not by the weight of history, but by the promise of the future. And while the couple has always been dedicated to their royal duties, their focus has increasingly shifted toward creating a home that allows them to heal, reconnect with each other, and give their children the stability they need. This move is, at its core, a decision to put family first, to create an environment where they can thrive away from the relentless demands of their royal roles. Interestingly, Forest Lodge is not just a temporary stop along the way. According to insiders, this is intended to be the couple's forever home. Even when Prince William ascends to the throne, it is said that he and Catherine plan to remain at Forest Lodge. This decision is particularly striking because it marks a significant break from centuries of royal tradition. Historically, members of the royal family have moved from one grand residence to another as they take on more duties and responsibilities. But in this case, William and Catherine are choosing to stay rooted in a home that feels personal, private, and in many ways, a reflection of the kind of monarchy they hope to lead. The idea that they might remain at Forest Lodge even when William becomes king is a significant shift in royal expectations. For centuries, the British monarchy has been defined by its grand palaces and royal estates, many of which have been inherited or provided by the crown. These homes are not just residences, they are symbols of royal power, authority, and history. But by choosing to remain in a smaller, more private residence, William and Catherine are signaling a new approach to monarchy, one that is rooted in personal values and a deeper connection to family life. It's a choice that is also rooted in a desire to protect their children. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis will one day take on roles in the royal family. But for now, they are still young children who deserve a sense of normalcy. Growing up in a royal family means living under constant scrutiny, with every move watched and analyzed. But Forest Lodge provides a sense of protection, a place where the children can experience a more grounded, private childhood, away from the cameras and the pressures of public life. This is a decision that reflects the couple's commitment to raising their children in a stable, supportive environment, one where they can grow up free from the constant glare of the media. The emotional weight of this move cannot be overstated. For William and Catherine, it's not just about finding a new home, it's about creating a sanctuary, a place where they can heal from past losses and focus on the future. It's a home where their children can grow, learn, and experience the world in a way that feels authentic and grounded. And as they prepare for the next chapter in their lives, it's clear that this decision represents a shift in how they view their royal roles and their place in the monarchy. In many ways, Forest Lodge represents a new era for the royal family. It's a place where family, privacy, and emotional healing come together in a way that reflects the couple's evolving values. And as they continue to build their lives there, it's clear that this move is more than just a change of address. It's the beginning of a new chapter for William, Catherine, and their family, one that is defined not just by duty, but by love, privacy, and the importance of family bonds. As we draw to a close in this exploration of Prince William and Princess Catherine's decision to move to Forest Lodge, it's clear that this move is far more than just a change of address. It's a bold statement, one that marks a significant shift in how the royal family views its role in today's world. William and Catherine's choice to leave behind the grandeur of Kensington Palace, Windsor Castle, and other iconic royal estates, and instead settle into the more modest Forest Lodge, signifies a rethinking of what it means to be royal in the modern age. It's a decision that challenges centuries of tradition and sets a new precedent for how the monarchy can evolve. For many, the British royal family has long been associated with opulence, grandeur, and history. The palaces, castles, and estates that have housed royal figures for centuries are not just homes, but symbols of power, authority, and royal tradition. Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, and even the historic Fort Belvedere, rumored to be a potential future home for William and Catherine, have long stood as the ultimate expressions of royal life. They are the beating hearts of British royalty, representing both the rich history and the powerful presence of the monarchy. But in recent years, as the monarchy has faced greater scrutiny, public expectation has shifted. People are looking for something different, a monarchy that feels more connected to the modern world, more in tune with the needs of the people, and more relatable. This is precisely what William and Catherine's move to Forest Lodge represents, a shift in royal values and priorities. By choosing to live in a secluded private residence away from the spotlight, they are signaling that they are committed to a new way of life, one that prioritizes family, privacy, and authenticity over tradition and ceremony. This decision may be surprising to some, but in many ways, it was inevitable. For years, William and Catherine have been navigating the delicate balance of royal duty and family life, and it seems that their experiences have led them to the realization that a different approach is necessary, one that puts their children's well-being first. The emotional context behind this decision cannot be overstated. The royal family has endured a series of profound losses in recent years, starting with the death of Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, in 2021. This was followed by the passing of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022, the monarch who had ruled for more than 6 decades. These losses, while part of the natural cycle of life, have left an indelible mark on the family, particularly Prince William. As the heir to the throne, he is stepping into a much larger role, one that is fraught with both responsibility and public expectation. But it is also a role that comes with personal sacrifices, and William is keenly aware of the emotional toll that the royal life has taken on him, Catherine, and their children. The death of his grandfather, Prince Philip, was a particularly significant moment in William's life. Prince Philip had been a steady, guiding presence throughout William's upbringing, and his passing marked the end of an era for the royal family. In the wake of these losses, William and Catherine's decision to move to Forest Lodge can be seen as an effort to reclaim some sense of control over their lives and the way they raise their children. For the couple, it is an opportunity to step back from the pressures of royal life and focus on what truly matters, their family. For Catherine, the emotional weight of this move is also profound. Since becoming a member of the royal family, she has faced her fair share of challenges, from the constant media scrutiny to the pressure of fulfilling royal duties. But it is the experience of raising her children under the public eye that has been particularly difficult for her. As a mother, Catherine has always been focused on giving George, Charlotte, and Louis the best possible start in life, but she has also been acutely aware of the pressures that come with their royal status. The move to Forest Lodge is, in many ways, a response to those pressures. It is a place where the family can be together, away from the relentless media attention, and where Catherine can focus on raising her children in a more grounded, private environment. The importance of this move for their children cannot be overstated. Prince George is now a young boy, approaching adolescence, while Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis are also growing rapidly. As they get older, the demands of royal life will only increase. Already, Prince George is expected to one day take on the role of king. And with this responsibility comes the expectation of living a life that is constantly under public scrutiny. For Catherine and William, this is something they are determined to avoid for as long as possible. Forest Lodge offers a safe haven for the children, a place where they can experience a normal childhood without the pressures of constant media attention. The expansive grounds and seclusion of Forest Lodge provide a rare opportunity for the children to enjoy the simple pleasures of life, playing in the garden, exploring the outdoors, and growing up without the weight of royal duty hanging over them. This shift in priorities towards family, privacy, and authenticity is not just about escaping the public eye. It is about creating a more grounded, relatable monarchy. By choosing to live in Forest Lodge, William and Catherine are demonstrating that they are not defined by tradition alone. While they still respect the history and legacy of the monarchy, they are forging their own path, one that is more in tune with the realities of modern life. This move also reflects their desire to be more transparent and accountable in their role as future monarchs. By funding the renovations of Forest Lodge themselves, rather than relying on taxpayer money, they are sending a clear message that they are committed to a more responsible, independent approach to royal life. This decision is part of a larger effort to make the monarchy feel more accessible and relatable to the public, who are increasingly looking for leaders who live by the same values and principles as ordinary people. But the decision to move to Forest Lodge is not just a personal one. It also speaks to the broader future of the monarchy. As Prince William moves closer to becoming king, the royal family faces the challenge of remaining relevant in an ever-changing world. The monarchy has survived for centuries by adapting to the times, and William and Catherine are now taking that process a step further. Their move to Forest Lodge represents an effort to modernize the monarchy, to ensure that it remains connected to the people it serves. By embracing a lifestyle that values privacy, family, and authenticity over grandeur and ceremony, they are shaping the future of the monarchy in a way that reflects the needs and values of modern society. This is not just about the future of William and Catherine. It is about the monarchy's ability to adapt and evolve in order to continue serving as a unifying force in British society. For all the talk of royal traditions, it is clear that the monarchy must evolve if it is to remain relevant. William and Catherine are leading the way, showing that the monarchy can still hold its place in history while embracing a more modern, relatable approach to royal life. In many ways, their decision to move to Forest Lodge is a turning point. It is a statement of intent, one that sets the stage for a new era of the British monarchy. Forest Lodge will not just be their home, it will be a symbol of a new, more modern royal family, one that is focused on the values of family, responsibility, and transparency. By choosing to live privately, by rejecting the traditional trappings of royalty in favor of a more humble lifestyle, William and Catherine are redefining what it means to be royal. In the years to come, we will likely see more shifts in the way the royal family operates, as the next generation begins to take on more responsibility. As Prince George grows older, he will undoubtedly face new challenges as the heir to the throne. But with William and Catherine as his parents, it seems that the royal family will continue to evolve, prioritizing family life and authenticity over tradition. The monarchy is not static, and the decisions made by William and Catherine are just the beginning of a larger transformation. The future of the monarchy will be shaped by their choices and by the values they instill in their children. Looking forward, it is clear that the monarchy is entering a new phase. The legacy of the past will always be important, but William and Catherine are showing that the future can be just as meaningful, if not more so. Their move to Forest Lodge is more than just a personal decision. It is a bold statement about the future of the royal family and the role they will play in shaping the monarchy for years to come. It is a symbol of a monarchy that is modern, relatable, and deeply connected to the values of family, responsibility, and transparency. As we watch the family grow and change in the years to come, it will be fascinating to see how they continue to redefine what it means to be royal in today's world.